Now we move on to felicitation speech about Sangeetha Kalanidhi Sanjay Subrahmanyan by Vidwan Sri Rama Varma.
Good evening, friends. It's rather an overwhelming experience to stand here between so many past Sangeetha Kalanidhis, one present Sangeetha Kalanidhi and several future Sangeetha Kalanidhis. Many of us were gathered here on the same day, same time at the same venue last year for the same purpose, when the current Committee of Music Academy honored one extraordinary musician, Professor T.V. Gopalakrishnan. It felt as though the current committee was rectifying an error committed by the committee 40 years ago, who should have awarded him. If that was the case, this year there was no mistake to rectify, because they just hit the bullseye in the form of the Sanjay Subrahmanyan. An award by itself can gain or lose value according to whom it is given to, and definitely the Music Academy has awarded themselves by choosing Sri Sanjay Subrahmanyan as the candidate. Before moving on to speaking about Sanjay Subrahmanyan said, I would like to express not only because these days with social media, communication is so easy. So several thousands of lovers of good music share the same thoughts, that we feel like honoring the Music Academy on their decision. The younger generation, they would say high five. We musicians have a tendency to dwell on the past, which is why I mentioned something that happened last year. If we go a little further in the past, in 1967, a galaxy of Vidwans had gathered on stage for a sad occasion, which was after Sri Ariyakudi Ramanujavayangar passed away. Sri Ariyakudi is popularly known as the architect of the current concert kacheri format, though in reality it was Ariyakudi in combination with Palgad Maniyar who did that. Several musicians spoke. When the turn came for Palgad Maniyar, he just stood up and said, "Carnatic music is dead," and then he sat down. So this offended a lot of the other musicians, including Semmangudi Mama. So Semmangudi Mama said, "We are all sad that Ariyakudi passed away, but we are all there." This was in 1967. Then Palgad Maniyar stood up and said, "I repeat, Carnatic music is dead." So then it created such a big rift between Semmangudi and Palgad Mani that they never performed together for more than 10 years. So as I said, this happened in 1967, but it was in 1968 that our Kalanidhi boy was born. So, with Ariyakudi passing away, definitely Carnatic music did not die, but probably it would have taken a deep breath, because he sang without any pause. So it was a much needed pause for Carnatic music. We use several words like genius and prodigy very loosely these days. But Sri Sanjay Subrahmanyan, in my view, is definitely somebody whom we can call an exceptional musician with the full impact of the word exceptional. There are some musicians who have a lot of artistic merit but who do not have star value. These days we call it the X factor. There are many others who have a lot of star value but who need not have the artistic merit to back it up. we never know what makes these things happen. But Sanjay Subrahmanyan is one of the few people who's packed with both artistic merit and star value. There are so many ways in which people become famous. As I said, all the points I'm saying are to prove my statement that he's an exceptional musician. The rule is that one of the most popular ways to become famous is to have something to do with movies. Either you sing in movies, or act in movies, or give music for movies. Sri Sanjay Subrahmanyan has not done any of this, but he had a movie made on him. Another way is to be in and out of ashrams, because these days the people who are even more popular and powerful than politicians are the Swamijis. Again, Sanjay Subrahmanyan said, as far as I know, he's not seen in and out of any ashram. Third way is to give jugalbandis. Again, the only jugalbandi he has is with his own target of excellence, with whom he fights all the time. The fourth way is to do fusion, which also he doesn't do. Yet, as all of you can see, the hall is full. Whether he sings in Madras, Bombay, Australia, America, Kerala, any place, if Sri Sanjay Subrahmanyan sings, even if it is a ticketed concert, the hall will be full. That is something exceptional. There are some students of music, even at a very young age, when they get eliminated in the third round of a competition, they already feel they have made it big. But Sanjay Subrahmanyan, even now, as a Sangeetha Kalanidhi, his mindset is that of an aspirant and of a seeker. After his guru, Calcutta Krishnamurti sir, passed away, rather than think that his training is finished, he went to a very unusual choice of guru in the form of S.R.D. Vaidyanathan sir, who was a Nadaswaram Vidwan. And that added such a different and fresh dimension to his music. Always, if a vocalist knows an instrument, or if an instrumentalist knows vocal music, something beautiful is bound to happen. And now that his Nadaswaram guru is no longer there, he refers to books. And now we can see young children just to sing one 4-line song as a prayer, or sing one song in a Tyagaraja Aradhana, they come with the lyrics written in a paper or in a tablet or laptop. While Sri Sanjay Subrahmanyan, he will do an entire tour of the United States, giving 22 concerts or 25 concerts, where not one song is repeated, and he does not have a single scrap of paper with him. It is an example, it is a glorious example set to the next generation. And it is not as though he has a bigger head than the rest of us. It is just that much commitment and focus and hard work. And he has not been speaking or writing much till this year, or till last year in fact. It is delightful to hear him speak, even in an interview. Whenever a great person is honored with something, we find either there will be a lot of chest thumping saying, only I can do it, only I, in that direction. The other direction, they never take credit for anything and they say, it's all blessings of God and my gurus here. But Sri Sanjay Subrahmanyan is one person who has been absolutely and consistently down to earth in revealing how he reached where he is reached. And the USP is just hard work. And it's just wonderful that a person has that. I can go on and on speaking about him, but Papu sir will ring the bell because I will be given only 4 minutes. If I were Lord Krishna, he just opened his mouth and showed the entire cosmos to Yashoda in one go, but it's very difficult to contain whatever one has to say about Sri Sanjay Subrahmanyan in 4 minutes. But I consider it an honor and a privilege to be nominated by him to speak a few words about him. Thank you so much.